Let's understand slowly how to import data from flat files to SQL database. That's very simple and straight. Let's consider a scenario. Okay, you are a data professional and recently met your client. You are a data professional, recently met your client, and they say like they have some data in the flat files. Our requirement, how to import the data securely, okay, into your actual project database. Maybe you are in a dev environment, or you are testing, or pre-prod, prod, whatever. Let's see how simple and easier it is to perform this activity. For our learning purpose, I'll give you one CSV file first. I have my computer with me that host the stores one D drive. Inside D drive, I have a CSV file. Okay, like this. Please, everyone, you see my screen, please. I'll wait, please. Okay, my customer or the client has this kind of CSV, comma separated value file. Yes, they may show us in Excel. They may show us the CSV data in Excel. It's a comma separated value file. And to our observation, you see some data is missing, right? Some rows are missing. Maybe for each department, they got the data ready. Something like this. Assume, for example, these are all January data. Okay. See, this is January data. Assume something like this. This is all February data. These are all February data. Something like this. And this is March data. And this is all April data, like this. So customers, clients, they got some data like this with some spaces. We need to read this data. Please, Yanni Tersi, please mute your mic, please, please, Annie Tersi, please. Thank you, thank you. We need to read this complete data. Okay, next. I'll give this in my local disk. I could see it's in my OneDrive. I'll just save it into my local path. I'll save a copy of this modified version into the local path. And I'll show you how easily, securely we can write the data into our destination channel or destination or SQL database. I'll save it first, okay, like this. Let's see how to read this data. Next, once we read this data, then ignore all the white spaces. Finally, write the data to the destination site. Friends, very, very important. Let me show you the actual action plan here, okay? Very simple and straight. For example, you have the source data ready with you. So this is a CSV file, okay? This is a CSV file. This is the actual CSV file, okay? Our actual input. What you need to do, let's see. We need to get this data into an SQL database. You have a server with you, okay? This is your server. Inside this server, this is your SQL server, okay? The SQL server database engine, OLTP environment. Inside this SQL server database engine, okay, our requirement, let's construct one database. Let's construct one database. So here it is, okay? This will be our database. SQL database for customer loads. Okay, customer loads. Let's create some database like this. Next. Okay, inside the database, what we do, here it is. We need to load this content, the CSV file. Now, who is the mediator? Let's see. Come on, friends, any guess, please? Let's understand carefully how it actually works in real world. Come on, friends, please. Who will be the mediator here, please? Please, I'll wait. Who will be the mediator here? Please, I'll wait.
Would it be the import engine?
Okay. Anything else, please? I'll wait, friends. Please, guess. Guess, please. I'll wait. Fine. Here it is, friends. SSMS tool. Okay. You can make use of SQL Server Management Studio tool. You can make use of Data Factory ETL environment. Okay. Or you can make use of any other ETL tools. Remember, SSMS is just a tool. Okay. Using this tool, we can read data from the source, write it to our database. This database will be used by developers, admins, analysts, engineers for their day-to-day operations. Please, are you getting it now? Please, I'll wait. Are we getting it? Please, please, I'll wait. Everyone, please, I'll wait. Friends, everyone, what happened? Please, are you getting it now? What exactly we are doing today? Please, everyone.
We're good.
Perfect. Yeah, let's continue. Okay. Let's see how easy, securely we can perform the activity. Remember, in general, the architecture of SSMS is, it's like this. It reads the data. It reads the data live and write it to the actual destination, like this, something like this. I'll just bring this front. Okay, like this, something like this. I just want to show you in this way. Okay, this is called import. Okay, this is called import program. Let's see how to make use of this import program and perform the SSMS import activity. There are different ways to do the requirement. Let's do a simple one. Friends, very simple and straight. Let's see. First, my CSV file ready. Now, what next? Yes, here it is. Let's create our database. From the initial classes we learned, database is like a room, right? It's like a room. It has cupboards, tables. Let's see carefully. Let's launch SSMS app. Let's launch SSMS app. Let's wait. I'll just connect to the server. Any server is okay. Make sure trust certificate. Now, very important, friends. Whenever you say trust certificate, we are encrypting the connections, encrypting the data. So what SSMS will do, you know, it is going to encrypt the data. What do you mean by encryption? Changing the look and feel of your data, just like a defense language. In defense, any country, they communicate across devices in their own code language. That's what SSMS will do. It is going to encrypt the data. Okay, we call it as encryption. Secured, that's our requirement from the client, customer. We have to securely read and write the data. So it is called encryption. Okay, it is going to encrypt the things. And how to customize the encryption, separate topic. Definitely we are going to touch base with it. It's important. For now, remember, it is going to have the encryption of your data like this. Next. Okay, here encrypt. How? By using something called as this one, encrypt mandatory trust. Encrypt and connect. So SSMS is connecting to this server. Remember, not only Management Studio, part of our classes, we are going to connect to the server from Excel, Power BI, Azure, Fabric, Databricks, Python, anything. Lot of platforms can connect to the same server. Now, connect to the server, right-click new database. Using Management Studio interface, we are creating a new database inside the server. Just like using one website builder, you are creating a new page in the website itself. Something like that. Now database name, I'll say client store database. Okay, client store DB, something like this. Give some database name. Leave the remaining things to default. Okay. Okay. Now click OK like this. Database ready. Once your database is ready, please, are you clear so far now? Please, I'll wait. Everyone, please. Arshad,
Yes, boss.
Kohli, Rajkumar. Yeah, please, everyone. Yashwant,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Blazy, Shay. Please check your Blazy. Please.
Sure.
Perfect.
It's fine.
Thank you. Perfect. Let's continue. Next. Okay. Server ready, database ready. Right click. I'll make it simplify, okay? But as we proceed in our classes, there are a lot of precautions we need to consider to make sure log file is not full. Yes, and memory is utilized correctly. Processor is utilized correctly. There are certain precautions we need to consider in real world. For this particular requirement, we will take them as we proceed further. Okay. For now, as part of our learning process at the start level, I'll simply right click database. I'll simplify it, okay? Tasks and import flat file. Now let's understand what do you mean by flat file here. Friends, very simple. Okay, I'll say flat file. Customer said there is a flat file. Very, very important. Flat file means any file which is not really formatted. So flat file means unformatted file. It can be PDF, CSV, comma separated value, TSV, tab separated value. Okay, this is comma separated value, and this is tab separated value. This will be your task item today, tab. I'll show you CSV. I'll show you PDF separately, but it's good to know. We'll do it slowly one by one. Okay. Next, very, very important. You also have something called data. In old projects, we have something called data file, also called raw data file, we call it. RAW, raw data file. Sometimes in job descriptions, we may see this kind of terminology. Experience managing the raw data file loads. We have an example, dat file we call. Let me show you a sample dat file. There are multiple options anyway. Let me just show you one small sample dat file to get some idea. Here it is. In olden days, we used to store data in dat files like this. I have a 11 years old file with me. We used to use dat files in olden days actually. Then came notepad files, then came notepad++, then CSV, then TSV, then Excel. Now Drive, online sources, live online, Google Sheet and OneDrive sheets, etc. Fine, let's continue. So sometimes we may need to date back to the old technologies also based on the customer requirements. But remember, these are all the flat files we call them. Next, very recently, SQL Server 2025 also started to support docx. It is also considered as flat file only. Now, our requirement, how to read data from a flat file. Let's see, simple and straight. Right click the recently created database, tasks, import. I'll provide you the notes for this entire requirement solution, and the diagram I was showing you in Excel few minutes back. I'll send you an email anyway, as usual. Let's stay tuned. Flat file to database through ETL process. We are using Management Studio as ETL. Next, browse for the location of the file. By default, you see text and CSV, you can select all. You get everything. For now, I will select in our example right now, it is this file. This file, okay, sales data file that we have. Open. Table name. I'll say TBL sales data. And schema, we'll be learning about things slowly one by one. For now, schema, DBO schema, leave it to default and next. Let's wait. Here, preview data. See, you get some data like this. So the source data, source have some empty rows. Those are coming up like this. No problem for now. No problem for now. Click next. Okay, see here next. What happens? Cells with anomalous values will be dropped. Remember this item. Okay, cells with anomalous values will be dropped. Drop means delete. Next, here drop means row will be deleted. We are going to learn about constraints very soon. Our next upcoming topic, RDBMS concepts, there we'll talk about constraints. For now, we are learning this particular option part of our classes. So leave this primary key and other things to me. Leave the default data type as it is for now. Next. So this is a server, target database, target table, and source. The interface is SSMS. Import flat file wizard. This is a wizard. Where is it wizard? Wizard is inside the SSMS. So let me just take you back here and I'll just put one small shape to make it easier for us. Okay. I'll just put a small simple shape for us. And here it is. This is the import wizard. Okay, here it is. Where is this wizard? It is inside SSMS. Import flat file wizard or import wizard we call it. Next. Okay, something like this. Now, so this wizard is inside our SSMS. I'll just put this way. Okay, something like this. Next, let's load it to the destination. Finish. So remember the table name, sales data table. Table will be auto created. Data will be auto inserted. So insertion of data is successful. Then what about the empty rows? Let's see. Okay. Close. Close. Now back to my screen. Expand database, expand table. Okay. We are able to see the table with the required columns as per the source. We'll be learning about the data types. That is our next concept today. Next part of the agenda today, data types. For now, we get the data types by default auto detected from the source. Next, new query. New query, we learned from the initial SQL basics how to read data from TBL sales data like this. Remember that empty rows are taken as nulls. So we have to filter the data here. In this example, we filter the data where, for example, I'll write country is not null. This gives you the data. I don't want to miss the remaining data. So you can write like this. Or country is not null and sale item is not null. Something like that. So you see the list of all the sales data, country wise, company wise, month wise sales in this way. Observe carefully. In this example, we are learning how to read the CSV data as is and then filter it. There are techniques in our upcoming classes to filter the unwanted data first, then load it next. Let's stay tuned. For now, we are learning how to read data from sales flat file. So in case you try to import data from Excel and you have an error message during your regular practice, then this is your alternate solution. Yes, are we getting it, please? Everyone, please. I'll wait for some time before we proceed for the next concept, please. I'll wait.
Yes.
Yes, Arshad. Tell me, Arshad. You raise your hand. Please tell me. Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'm getting it.
Got it,
Thank
my
you.
dear friend. Got it. Yep. Others, Yashwant, Lily Kohli, Rajkumar, Blaise.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Any questions? Yep. Yep. Others, please.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I did miss the part where we encrypted it, though. How did we do that?
Yeah, it's a got it, madam. It's a predefined encryption key that is inbuilt inside SSMS.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Thank you.
Launch your management studio, and during connection to your server, it will ask you to encrypt. Okay, trust server certificate. This is an option. Are you getting it now? This option. Okay.
Yes.
Next.
Thank you.
In our later classes, I will be showing you how to do encryption using our own master key or certificates we call. I'll just show you quickly something like this. Our later classes, we have something called how to store passwords securely in SQL Server. So in such scenarios, to secure the passwords, we have to create our own keys. Okay, later classes. For now, we are making use of existing predefined encryption key. Are you clear now, please? That option, I'll wait.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, boss.
You're welcome. Next question, please, before we proceed for the next concept, data types. Please, I'll wait.
Okay, boss, I have a question.
Yeah, please tell me. Next question, please. Yeah.
Yes, earlier what you're trying to do the CSV files. I tried since my browser could not locate Excel. I tried to convert the Excel file you sent yesterday to CSV.
Oh no, I'll send the CSV file to you anyway. I'll do it, my dear friend. After the class
Yeah,
today, I'll do it.
I just want to ask something. So I tried to save it as a CSV file, but I was told that I need to, since it had many pages, I need to save it page by page. So my question is, if I have to save a multiple page document page by page in CSV,
Not required.
in CSV.
I got it, my dear friend. I got it.
Oh.
You don't need to save it manually. There are tools like SSIS, Data Factory, Power BI, Power Query. Yes, there are techniques where we can easily convert a Excel file sheets into individual CSV files. There are tools. For our practice purpose, you limit yourself to only single sheet to single file for time being.
Oh,
yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. SSIS in your case, ADF, Azure Data Factory, Fabric Data Factory, Amazon Glue, or Power Query. These are all the techniques to convert any file to any format. ETL tools, we call them. Yeah.
Oh.
Next question, please. I'll wait.